For the first time in months, President Biden spoke with Chinese President Xi Jinping today. The two leaders last met in California this past November, and before that in Bali in November of 2022. The last phone call between the two was held in July of that year. Joining us now with more from Beijing, NBC News foreign correspondent Janice Mackey-Frayer. So, Janice, what more can you tell us about this call? Why it happened? What prompted it? I imagine, as we just pointed out, these two are not folks who just pick up the phone to chat with one another.
Well, this is their first one-on-one conversation since meeting last November, a call the White House describes as a way to check in and, of course, to raise a host of issues. And they did just that. According to a readout from the White House, quote, the two leaders held a candid and constructive discussion on a range of bilateral, regional, and global issues. And for President Biden, that meant an opportunity to raise tension over Taiwan, North Korea, as well as Russia's war in Ukraine. And he also raised cybersecurity threats, especially ahead of the U.S. election. The Chinese side, according to their readout, led a lengthy discussion on U.S.-China relations, pointing out that they have stabilized since last November, but that there are also fresh challenges, in particular for Xi Jinping, criticizing China, the U.S. sanctions against Chinese companies, a list that is, quote, getting longer and longer. Now, the call was requested by President Biden, but the timing is very purposeful. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is due to arrive here in China before the end of the week. She's already talking about concerns of Chinese overcapacity in exports. And as well, it was revealed in the call that Secretary of State Antony Blinken will visit China before the end of the year. And another thing that's worth noting in terms of timing, Garrett, is that Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida will be at the White House next week for a state visit, and he will also be giving a speech to Congress. And the major topic of that speech is regional security, friction, and Chinese aggression in the South China Sea. So that's worth noting as well.
Janice, I only have about 30 seconds, but should we take all of this to sort of broadly put us in a thaw from what we saw in November? That came obviously after the balloon episode. Now are we in a better place overall, in your view?
It's in a better place because it couldn't have been in a worse place. Relations have certainly stabilized, but the two sides are still very far apart on a range of issues. But coming out of that meeting in November, President Biden and President Xi said that they agreed to pick up the phone more often, and that's what they did today. So in that way, it marks another milestone. Garrett.
All right, we'll take it. Janice Mackey-Frayer, thank you for that reporting.
Hey, everyone. MSNBC has a new and improved app. You'll get real-time alerts and analysis, live blogs, in-depth essays, video highlights, and the best 2024 election coverage. Download the new MSNBC app. Here's how to do it. You tap on the App Store on your phone. You hit search on the bottom right corner. You type in MSNBC. You click on the MSNBC app. You click on Get or the cloud icon and enjoy it.